right, welcome to Eagle River McDonald's Center for third day matchup between the AK Oilers and your Arctic Lions. Arctic Lions are ready circling out there. Looks like the starting lineup is going to be Roan on left wing, Corrigan on the right wing. Carson looks like center. Maybe? No, he's on defense. Steer and Carson on defense. Kai is going to move in as center. That makes sense. Okay, here comes the face-off. Kai's moved in. Puck goes over towards Roan. Roan sends it back to Carson. Steer. Oh, intercepted pass, and Oilers move in. Swiped to the boards by Carson, and centered. Steer swipes it back into the corner and chases. Oilers gain control, and it comes free. Now Roan with the puck. Roan moving out. Passed ahead to Chenard. Chenard's going to find it down in the corner, and there's a race for it down there, and an icing call. Roan must have knocked that in before the red line. So intentional icing will bring the puck down into the defensive zone. Line change for the Lions. Out on the ice comes Noble and crew. Jarvis out there. Rogers. Looks like Chenard and Willis on the wings as Roger takes the puck drop, goes over to the Oilers. Oilers fire a shot, and Noble gets a stick on that and sends it into the boards. Noble with the puck sends it to an outlet. It goes by Willis and back to the defenseman. Defenseman sends it back in for the Oilers. And that's an icing on the defenseman. That'll put the puck clear back down in the offensive zone for the Lions. Rogers moves in. Willis on the wing, Chenard on the wing. Noble and Jarvis back deep, goes over to Willis' side. Willis confronts it. Puck squirts out, and Chenard taps it towards the net, and then it's taken away by the Oilers, circling around the backside. Change of direction by the Oilers. Chenard moves in, and it goes over to Rogers. Rogers can't handle it, and the Oilers move it up the boards. Far side. Backpedaling is Jarvis. 4 on. Intercepted by Noble. Noble knocks that into the boards at the center ice, and the Oilers move that in, and then right back out of the zone. Moving up, and Noble, the player goes by. Noble moves in on Jarvis, tries a toe drag, and Jarvis, having none of it, sends it into the boards. There's Noble raking it ahead, sending it up to Willis. Willis comes out of the zone. Willis centers it to Chenard. Chenard loses it at center ice. Backhand, shoots in wide right by about 2 feet. Oilers pick it up, circle around the backside of the net, move up the far side. Looking for a pass. Center the pass to center ice, and Steer misses on the poke check. A few dribbles in there, and Steer knocks it free. Comes out of the zone. Racing over to get there first is Steer. Steer dumps it down, rings it around the boards, and will end up behind the net where the Oilers pick it up. Oilers hit an outlet pass up against the boards, and Steer backpedaling, takes the boards away and knocks the puck back to Corrigan. Corrigan dumps it in, and the Oilers dump it back out. Steer takes control, sends it back over to Carson. Carson over to Roan. Roan back to Steer. Steer back to Roan. Roan moves it in, dumps it down into the corner. Roan goes to the bench as he dumps, and so does Chenard goes to the bench. The Oilers trying to make a, Carson intercepts a pass, and the shift gets made with the puck in the offensive zone, and Willis gets out there. Rogers too. on the change with Roan. Rogers gets the puck, sends it cross ice to Carson. Carson taps at the center, and oh, knocked away by the Oilers. Nice centering pass by Carson, and the puck gets dumped for an icing by the Oilers. Oilers will get a shift change out of it. That puck will come all the way down into the offensive zone for the Lion. Here we go. Rogers take the puck drop. Willis on the right wing. Bernard on the left. Goes back to Noble. Noble lines up, misses the puck, moves it over to the near side. Sends it right into a defenseman. Poke checked and offsides by Noble, and Noble passed that puck blindly right into an Oiler, and fortunately was able to poke check that right back out of his hand. While the puck drop on the offensive side of the neutral zone as Kais moves in with Roan on the left wing, and tapped ahead by Kais, and now up the boards by the defenseman of the Oilers. Moved in. Noble confronts on the boards. Puck goes out of the zone all the way. Let's see. Oops, sorry. Corrigan moving. Sends a cross ice pass over to Jarvis. Jarvis off the boards and up to Roan. Oh no, it goes back. That's Noble collecting it at the blue line, sending it over to Kais. Through the legs, tipped, and down into the corner. Kais racing in. Rings around the boards. Oilers tap it ahead to an outlet. And lift it. Ooh. Noah racing in, trips over the stick of a player. Not really sure. They're calling that a tripping. It looks like official saw maybe something I didn't, but I think that was unintentional as Kais came flying in to knock that puck loose. Rogers now moves it over to Willis. Willis moves in. Willis moves it to his right. Gets around, stops, changes direction, stays with the puck, comes free for Rogers. Rogers, oh, just up and over the net on the shot. And, a shot attempt by Willis hits the skates. Now it's Chenard wide right on a one-timer. And now we're back, it goes back to Steer. Steer can't stop it before it goes out, so Lions will have to check up. DDD pass over to Carson. Carson up to Chenard. Chenard moves it in. Chenard, with some room, moves up, passes it over to Rogers. Rogers gives and goes, but they're right back to Rogers from Chenard. Over to Steer. Steer back to Rogers. Rogers fires it in. It's loose, and the goalie makes the save. Carson holds that in, moves up. Rogers moves back. Carson sends it towards the net, and Oilers send it right back into the boards. Chenard over there battling for it. Taps it to Rogers. Rogers sends it in front of the net, and the goalie poke checks it away. Willis stays with it, and the puck gets sent to the boards. Oilers. Steer takes it away. Steer moves down low, fires a shot in, and intercepted by a defenseman and sent back to the boards. Steer. Noble comes out with a changeup from Steer still has the puck. Centers it. Nice centering pass to Chenard. Chenard makes the shot, and a glove save by the goalie. Nice save by the goalie, and we're going to get an icing on the Oilers as the Oilers will take a line change. And the Lions get a line change in there too. So we'll have a puck drop down in the offensive zone for the Lions. Kais moves in. Puck goes over to Roan. Roan back to Noble. Noble lines up, fires, up and over, tipped by an Oiler and back to the boards. Roan leaves it for Kais. Kais sends it up the boards where the Oilers take over. Oilers up the far boards. Noble back deep along with Jarvis. Noble taps it into the boards, and the Oilers stay with it. Roan falling down, sends it over to Corrigan. Corrigan taken away by the Oilers, and the defenseman for the Oilers moves up, and Jarvis sends it back up the boards. Puck comes free and goes past Kais and over to Noble. Noble's going to find it in the far corner. Noble in control, moves back to center. stays with it, moves past 2 defensemen. Noble's got a 3-on-2, odd man rush coming in. Noble moves to the center and poked away, but Kais picks it right back up, moves over to the left and down into the corner. Rings it around the board for Noble. Noble can't get there, so he's gonna, Lions have to check up as the puck goes all the way back into the defensive zone. Noble with the puck, Noble. Sends it up to Roan. Roan at the blue line. Roan making some progress. Moving it over to Corrigan. Corrigan's pass intercepted with the D changing out, and Carson comes out and intercepts. Sends it up to Chenard. Chenard moves in. Chenard, 2 defenders in front of him, moves to the right. Fires a shot, goes wide right and into the boards. Rings around the boards to Steer's side. Steer moves up, centers a pass, nobody home, stays with it though. And the Oilers take it away, move around the backside. Rogers playing defense for Steer. Corrigan takes a shot, it hits the Oiler right in the chest. Puck comes back up and out of the zone. That's comes free. Steer knocks it to the boards, and Corrigan picks it up. Corrigan, cross ice pass intercepted by the Oilers. Ooh, man, knocked off of the shins of Roan and right at the goalie. The goalie gets down and makes the save. So that was a pass from the Oilers right into the shins of Roan. Bounce back towards the goalie. Rogers sends one right to the goalie right off the face-off, and the goalie's down and ready. Goalie's playing pretty good today for the Oilers. Hasn't let one in yet. A lot of shots on goal. Not really sure if the Oilers have got a shot off on Menard yet. And it comes back up over and to the near side, and the Oilers get it out of the zone, and Noble goes by Noble. Racing back is Jarvis. Jarvis is going to get there first. Jarvis circles around the backside of the net. Noble takes the front of the net. Puck sent up to an outlet of Willis. Willis on the boards, takes control, sends it up to Rogers. Rogers, red line. Rogers, blue line, gaining some speed, moving to his left. Centers it for Chenard, knocked away by the Oilers defense. Willis picks it up. Willis fires a shot, and off the skate of an Oiler and down into the corner, but Chenard races in there first, pinned up against the boards in the corners. Willis moves in, waiting for the puck to squirt out, and it does. Willis takes it, sends it up to Jarvis. Jarvis, cross ice pass to Noble. Noble takes it out, and Oiler pressuring. We're dogging. Oh, that's knocked in by an Oiler. Oilers take over. Chenard giving chase. Steer and Carson come out on defense as Noble and Jarvis go off, and the puck goes down deep into the corner for Carson. Carson falls down as he passes it to Steer. Steer cross ice pass over to Chenard. Chenard moving out, red line, blue line, trickles across and out of the zone with Rogers in control, knocked away. Steer moves up, sends it cross ice to Chenard. Chenard taps it and lets it go in. Chenard's going to come off, and Kai, Steer, and Carson back deep on a 3-on-3 rush. Puck goes cross ice on a centering pass. Roan picks it up in the corner. Roan circling around the backside of the net, moves to center. That wasn't quite the right move. He should have went around the net there. Traffic in front, but Kais ends up with the puck, moving up the near side, falls down at center ice, and the Oilers take over, send it up. Steer intercepts. Steer tries to get it over and does. Gets it over to Roan. Nice tap by Roan over to Kais. Kais moving in on defenseman, fires a shot just right into the chest of the goalie, and the goalie makes a save. Another nice save by the goalie. Wow, the puck drop. Offensive side, near side for the Lions. Kais moves in. Corrigan right wing, Roan left. Jarvis and Noble back deep. Puck goes back to Noble. Noble picks it up near the blue line, fires a shot, and it's in front of the net. Oh, off the post on a rebound shot by Roan, and cleared. High sticking by the Oilers. We'll have a puck drop in the offensive zone as the defenseman for the Oilers raised the stick too high on the clear out. Line change for the Oilers. Lions stay out there. Kais moves in for the puck drop. Drops, goes over to Roan. Roan back to Noble. Noble fires. Oh, wide right on the shot from Noble. Hard shot, just a little right. Puck goes back. Oh, Noble on the wrong side of the blue line and didn't handle the pass anyway. So Noble circles back, sends it over to Corrigan. Corrigan at the blue line. Cross ice pass over to Roan. Oh man, he had a breakaway. Kais and Roan intercepted that pass. So Roan, red line, Roan. Back over to Corrigan. Corrigan taps it back over to Kais. Kais moves in. Roan. Kais. Kais. Oh, to Roan. Roan! Kais to Roan. Nice shot by Roan for the first goal of the game. Roan scores on a nice cross-ice pass by Kais. That'll put your Lions up 1-0 with 2:04 left in the first period. Puck goes back to Steer. Steer backhands it over to Carson. Carson up to Chenard. Chenard taps it in, goes down on the ice. That's Rogers, and Carson holds it in, taps it over for Willis. Willis up into the air and over to Chenard. Chenard moving in. Chenard tries a toe drag, no doing. Oiler Carson, hard shot back into the boards from the point. Into the boards. Something's got a cross check here on so looks like your Lions will be on a power play. Steer. Oh, intercepted pass. Steer on a backhand. Stick lifts on the Oiler, takes it right back, sends it over to Rogers. Rogers moves in. Rogers dragged away by an Oiler, and Oiler's moving out. Cross ice pass goes by Steer and the Oiler. Racing back is Steer, and Steer gets there first. Knocks it to an outlet of Willis. Willis. Ooh, nice stop. Steer moves up, passes it up to Chenard. Chenard taps it, lets it go through. 1 minute left in the game. 1 minute left in the first period, sorry. Noble racing across the ice off the bench. Steer and Carson go off. Jarvis and Noble come on. Noble with some speed. Noble passes it up to Chenard. Chenard moves in. Chenard, two in front, and tapped away by an Oiler, and moving the other direction. Roan back there, deep. Jarvis racing back. Roan going after the puck in the corner. There's a shot. Comes in on Menard. Menard handles. Rogers should have had a trip, no call. Puck goes down into the corner. Jarvis with the puck. Ooh, soft pass goes by, and the Oilers hold it in. Technical on an Oiler coach. Technical on an Oiler coach. Not sure what's going on there. Maybe a little bit too much vocal on that non-trip call. I guess I would have called it a trip, but maybe the official didn't see it. So looked like Rogers had tripped one of the Oilers, and there was a no call on that. And I think one of their coaches got a little verbal on it and looked like he got a technical here. So now it'll be a 5-on-3 for 5 seconds while the Oilers kill their first penalty. And then that puck drop will go on the defensive side of the neutral zone for the Lions. 7.5 seconds left in the period. So we'll have a 5-on-3 for the rest of the period, basically. There's the puck drop, goes back to an Oiler. Racing in his Roan. And 4 seconds. 3, 2, Roan. And centers the pass. Oilers will start the period down a man next period. We're to the 1 minute break between periods. We'll see you back here shortly for the second period.